Alrighty, guys, happy snowy Monday. So today is my normal Monday quote maintenance where I check on all my plants and I do my videos. And this is honestly as much, if not more, for myself than for you because it helps me keep track of what works, what doesn't work, how things are going, and if I forget what I've done. So I have done everything that I'm going to do today. I've already done behind the scenes so that I can just get right to where I'm at right now. So here we go. I have cleaned this out and now I have 3 different lettuces. Actually, one of them is kale, so we'll see how these do because I've transplanted all of the other things that were in here. So we'll circle back to that in a minute. I have, as you can see, several little baby tomato starts going, but I am going to try some new things. So I have some eggplant that I got some seeds for. It is a dwarf variety, and then some jalapeno and baby bells, which I'm really excited to see if they germinate because those, for those of you who have been following, I've also been doing seed saving, and this is my first crack at it. So those two. I'm excited to see how they do because I got the seeds, so I did it myself. Yay! Okay, so now to the transplanted stuff. I still have the grow lights. I just moved them out of the way for the sake of the video. Another thing you guys can see that I've been doing is I'm all big about like repurposing and reusing things. It's fantastic. I've gotten all these people who've been donating all of these containers to me. So you can see they're all these different shapes and sizes. They're all free and they're all plastic food grade. That's really, as far as I can tell, the only thing that's important. You wouldn't want to do this in metal because it would rust out. So everything is light tight. Some of these were different colors, like a white in nature. This one was white, but the ones that aren't, I just wrapped in paper. The deal at the top is I have it to where I can still screw these off and on easily. They're not taped shut, but they are, they're doing 2 things. They're keeping all of the light out from the plant, because if you look, there's no light going down there, so no algae growth. Another thing that they're doing, look at my little girl. She's doing so great. We'll circle back to her in a minute. Anyways, another thing they're doing is they're actually offering additional support because if you guys remember, the holes that I drilled, they kind of like break the plastic almost. So they're a little bit janky. And so I can't get a correct fit. So by anchoring them down with that tape, not only am I keeping the light out, but I'm actually giving them a bit of a foundation. Because remember, once a week, I open these babies up and I check the water levels, and then every 2 weeks they all get fertilizer. So you have to be able to unscrew it and take it off, which I'm holding my camera so I can't do it for you. Another thing that you'll see, for those of you who didn't notice before, is I've been writing all of these. So when I fill them up, I do it, and then I measure what I've poured. So if there are 4 cups, 10 cups, 7 cups, that way I know exactly how much liquid fertilizer to give to each plant, because none of them are consistent. If you are only using the hydro systems over here, it's much easier. You just, the 2 caps or whatever it is, depending on your fertilizer. But when you get into these, because they're all different. I have one that's 14, I have some 10, 7, all different things. So anyways, just that's why they're there, and I would recommend doing the same if you plan on trying to do what I've done. I want to show you a couple like really great things right now. My dill is trying to give you some sort of like reference point. Is that helping? I don't know if it's helping, but it's beautiful. It's fragrant. I just chopped off a bunch and used it. It's fan-fucking-tastic. Excuse my language. This is my little girl that started flowering prematurely, and she's still just doing her thing. So it'll be interesting to see if these flowers actually produce any fruit. And then I have Goliath over here, which is my oldest and my biggest, my pride and joy. And as you can see, he's happily transplanted. I put a couple stakes in there, which came with the system I have, but if you don't have those, you could use any type of little dowel or a chopstick or pretty much anything. I just kind of shoved him in the hole just to provide him a little bit of support, but he's doing fantastic. And I think we might actually get tomatoes from him pretty soon, so I'm really excited about that. I'm kind of focusing for a second so you could see him and how large he is compared to his little family. But as you guys can see, I am now on, I will have to look back, forgive me, I believe I'm on week 10. So all of this has been done in 10 weeks, which to me is pretty astounding, especially considering I've never done it. So I am all in for both of these systems, the Cuyo, the Arrow, Sprout. They're both fantastic so far. They're great for getting the starters, and I am all in for Kratky because this has just been, I'm still in disbelief that all it is liquid fertilizer and some good lights. So I am going to order another set of these. I love them. They've been fantastic, so that I have enough light as I continue on my project. And my goal is to have this whole room full year round. So stick with me, and happy gardening, guys. I'll talk to you soon.